Hey guys, today I'm here to talk to you about fallen angels. What are fallen angels? Great question. Fallen angels, for those that aren't religious, including myself, so I'm going to do my best to explain this, are angels that have fallen from heaven because, you know, they like pissed off God or something. So God's like, give me your wings, no more, and then, you know, they sort of hang out on earth for all eternity, and it's like a total bore and a huge punishment. So that's what fallen angels are. I'd sort of let you figure out that there's about fallen angels, but then again, this cover sort of gives it away, and this book title sort of gives it away. So I already reviewed Fallen by Lauren Kate, so I'll be really quick about it, and I'll put her review in the doobly-doo because that's the reason I picked up this book, is because of her. I liked it a lot, and I totally agree with her that Luce, the main character, is a little boring, but then again, Kaisa says it's sort of hard to make an important main character when they're there to make everyone else around them a good character, which I think Lauren Kate does really well. She has awesome characters in this book, including Gabby, who I love, and Ariane, which are her friends, when she comes to this new reform school. And she comes to this reform school because the court orders her to. It's sort of more like a prison, actually, and it's a boarding school. And she goes there because the court rules that she sort of maybe accidentally killed this guy. Luce doesn't know how it happens, though. Shadows are following her everywhere, and she thinks that it has something to do with that. But she's sort of freaked out by herself, and her parents are freaked out by her, and the court's freaked out by her, so they send her to this school, and when she gets there, she meets this guy named Daniel, and the first time she sees Daniel across the courtyard, he's the only one wearing this red scarf, because you have to wear black at the school, and Luce is immediately drawn to Daniel, and the first time Daniel sees her, he smiles, and then she looks down and looks back up, and he sort of flips her off, which is kind of awesome. Not in the sense that I don't like Luce, because I do, but it just sort of creates some conflict where the guy isn't immediately like drawn to her, you know? She's sort of like, what the hell? So the whole novel, Daniel is sort of playing hot and cold with her, and she's really drawn to him, and she doesn't know why. She feels like she's met him before, and there's another guy in here, which is sort of like, you know, the other guy. His name is Cam, and I like Cam a lot. Camelot. There's sort of like this conflict between Cam and Daniel, and she doesn't know why she likes Daniel because he hasn't really given her a reason to like him. But Cam's given her a reason to like him, and so she likes Cam, but she's also really drawn to Daniel, and it's sort of like this conflict. And then you sort of figure out why she's so into Daniel, and what's up with him, and why he's acting so weird. And it's pretty awesome. And, you know, the whole thing in the back is, what if the person you were meant to be with could never be yours? So there's also that Romeo and Juliet aspect. I really liked Fallen, and I'm really excited. There's a sequel that's coming out in the fall, which I will be reading, and I'm going to have Kaisa joint review it with me. So if you guys want to pick up Fallen, and then in the fall, when oh, today is just a play on words, isn't it? In the fall, if you liked Fallen, you can watch me and Kaisa's review of the second book in the series. So yeah, Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. Hush Hush is about a girl named Nora who goes to a boring high school in a boring town, and it's pretty boring until this guy Patch shows up, and Patch is her biology partner, which is just sounding like Twilight, isn't it? Well, it's not. It's a lot better. I actually like the main character, Nora. I think she has a bit of a personality, which I'm kind of excited about. Because it seems like in all of these love story, weird supernatural novels, the main character is always like super boring. And it's, you know, the guy around her that is sort of interesting. Well, the guy around her is interesting. His name is Patch, and he shows up, and Nora gets this really freaked out feeling from him, and I like it that right away she thinks this guy is a freak and that he is not a good guy, and she sort of like strays away from him. It's not like she's drawn to him automatically, so I kind of like it that there's like a real element to him. When you see a freaky guy and he's freaking you out, he may be hot, but you like have an instinct to stay away, which I sort of like about Nora, is that she's sort of smart that way. Patch shows up everywhere. He's like always around, you know, when she's out with friends, when she's doing this and that. He always seems to show up, and she gets this really freaky feeling for him, like he's just like not a good guy to be around. and she sort of proved right in the end. There's also a sequel to this coming out in the fall. There's so many good sequels coming out in the fall, so I will be reviewing a ton of books in the fall, which I'm excited about. These are about fallen angels. I've never read books about fallen angels before, and I actually surprisingly liked them. I liked them better than most of the supernatural things I've read so far, like vampires, werewolves, fairies, the obvious. Fallen angels are sort of becoming my favorite, so if you haven't read anything about fallen angels, read these and you will hopefully like them as much as I did. And I'll see you guys soon-ish. Bye.